Hello my fellow jellyfish, welcome and welcome back to my channel. We made it! This is video 1000. This is such a milestone for me. It took me a couple years, but we are now here. And I am so happy that I can celebrate this important video with you. And of course, for this special moment, I made a very special painting. So let's go through it. So what you see here is the process sped up like 30 times. The painting itself took 14 hours to make, and I couldn't do that in one go. As you can see through the video, I'm wearing different clothes, so I put multiple days into this. But the road to this 1000 video took even longer, and I'm going to show several videos that I made along the way. If I remember the start of this channel, I started the channel Miss Mama Work with the intent to make this an animation channel. I had a very big idea for a story about a cat called Amora who fell in love with a bunny called Danny, and it was a kind of a forbidden love, and she tried to get his attention but in the wrong way, and he did not notice her, and hijinks ensued. It was quite a comedic romantic kind of animation. I still think the story is a great idea, but I slowly realized that animation for a long time was not my thing. I still really like to animate something, but very long-term animation is not something I aspire to do. If you look through my channel, you can still see a lot of the concept work when you scroll down to the oldest videos. And I also made some Has-Been Hotel fan art, both animation and drawings. To be fair, Has-Been Hotel fan art is my most popular kind of video that I have, especially the Husk gambling one. And I still love the fact that people really like this animation. It took a lot of detail and time to work on that. It took a lot of time to work on the details and such. However, I still have my heart to my original stuff. To get back to the Amora story, so I stopped animating it because it was way too much for me. It took way too much of my personal time, and I just couldn't figure out how to work it around like the rest of my life. And to save that story, I thought I would stop the animation and instead made a comic out of it. And I had this entire idea that I would be able to make that comic in like a year or two, have a couple of maybe 100 pages. I had this whole thing out, I had made thumbnails, I made everything. However, I reached 15 pages until I realized that this thing as well was not my thing actually. Long-term projects really are not my thing. I tend to get my attention into different nooks. I want to have my attention. My attention span is not that great, to be fair. Undiagnosed ADHD, I think myself, but that's a whole different story. So instead of making long-term projects, I started making speedrun videos, and I started doing that in 2022. And I did a lot of work on my first tablet at the time. It was also around that time that I met my partner, and my free time was redistributed to not only working on art, I also wanted to go out with him, for example. I made the most art though in the period of November 2022 until February 2023. This was, ironically, the time that I had to move in with my partner because my then apartment was being renovated and it had become absolutely unlivable there. And because I took my tablet, I was able to make daily videos and even keep up making those daily videos for a while after that. But when the renovation was done, I slowed down my uploads as well. I still did videos every other day, and 2023 was also the time of the ARG. I call the series Argonauty. If you did not find it yet, I made an ARG based on Dutch mythological creatures, and I'm even writing a story that is connected to this ARG. On the channel itself, you can find paintings, podcasts, hidden messages, and more if you look through the content. I actually made an animated intro for the ARG in August 2023, and I'm still very happy with that. It's one of the few public videos that you can find on there. It also has a link to the blog if you are interested. So all through 2023 and 2024, I kept publishing videos every other day, and looking back, I think it's kinda insane. There are a lot of people who do daily videos, but looking back, I had no time to look at the videos myself. I put all my time into work, house chores, then I draw, I make the videos every day. And if I look at my current state, I really cannot go back to that grind. Hello, my fellow jellyfish. I want to take the time to thank you all because this painting is brought to life by you and donations on Ko-fi. If you haven't heard of it, Ko-fi is a simple way to support creators with a small one-time donation. It's like buying a virtual coffee. There is no monthly subscription or pressure, although you can become a member. And you think maybe one coffee doesn't help, but all those coffees will add up and go directly into buying paper, buying more paint, and actually giving me more time to create these paintings. When you contribute, you're not only watching, you're a collaborator. You are one of the people who fuel my art. If you have a relaxing time watching these videos and you want to help me bring more paintings to life, please consider supporting this channel on Ko-fi. Every donation helps and keeps me creating. The link for the Ko-fi page is in the description. Thank you very much, and we go back to the video. I actually started working with watercolors around April 2024. I do not remember why I started to use watercolor. What I do know is I like to work with a physical medium. I find it way easier to create something, will it be drawing or writing, if I put pencil to paper. And now I have an iPad. Even when I use an Apple Pen, I use my Cintiq with my computer, with the great pen that comes with it. It's not the same as having a real pencil or a real brush and putting it on paper. At the time, I still published videos every other day in 2024, but now with the extra chore to record my watercolor processes. And this went along until October 31st, which is, Halloween. So last year, I bought a house with my partner, and around Halloween, I decided to go onto a hiatus, and I moved back in with him, trying to get back and working on getting the house, doing renovations, working on selling my own apartment, and all that stuff. This took quite a toll on me, and I did not know at that time what would happen to me around New Year's Eve. I actually lost a lot of things. So during this time, I was so stressed that I lost my voice. I couldn't speak, literally, and I was so stressed that I was stuttering all the way through until February this year, and it took a lot of guts to actually start working on things that I liked again. On top of that, during 2022, 2023, and 2024, I had COVID and I have long COVID now, and it's becoming a chore every now and then to actually go through the day. So, ever since this year, I had to slow down considerably. I decided to not upload things constantly anymore. I decided to only do things if I wanted to do it, and it helped me to lose the massive stress I had. I really focused more on the projects that I really wanted to make, and this resulted in doing a lot of watercolor work. It really helped me to relax, and I had lots more fun. Especially when we look at this piece, because when making this piece, it was a very difficult one. Uh, I counted out 1,000 fishes. I actually did the math, and I did some pre-work, and I put in 1,000 fishes in this particular painting. It was such a chore because I don't know how many times you guys have counted sheep, if you count fishes, it will turn me to sleep immediately. So I had to take my time and making all these fishes on the paper. While making this piece, and it was a difficult one actually, I expected to work on it for perhaps 2 days max. One day drawing and one day finishing it with watercolor. I had 7 days of 2 hours total, which was very unexpected for me because I really wanted to finish this. I really could not work on this every day. It was a long road to the finish line, and it really showed that longer lasting projects have a bigger impact on me. But whatever it takes, I love making art. And while I'm writing the script for this particular video, I am reminded of why I love creating so much. I have so many ideas, and my hands have a will of their own. If I do not give them something to do, whether it's painting or writing or even editing videos, I will get restless myself. With the limited energy that I have, I want to do something and make something beautiful. And I want to share this all with you, my fellow jellyfish. So that was the painting. It took me a while, and it took me even longer to make this video, but I am here and we are going to continue this journey to create more milestones. If you like content like this, please subscribe and like this video. If you have a favorite video, please comment on which one it is, so maybe we can make even more of that. And let's go to the next video. See you then. Bye.
Let us follow the starlight and float into the next day. Let's end this now in the night and find our own special way. Goodbye, my dear. See you next time. Till